I'm Stephen McLean. I'm a trustee with Recovery Ayr, which is a local charity based in Ayr, and I'm also the peer worker for the Alcohol Drug Partnership down here. As I say, I'm heavily involved in the recovery community and the work we do down in South Ayrshire to try and help and support people that's early doors recovery or people that are still chaotic and try to get them into support. Also involved with Cafe Hope, which runs on a Friday night, which is a alcohol-free based project. It starts, as I said, on the Friday, runs from 5 to 7. Up until this COVID started, we've only been really shut 1 week, but it's been shut now since it started, which is a bit of an impact in folk supporting and folk that come along and use it. But hopefully things will pick up and we'll get there. As I said, it's been a paramount part of me being in recovery. That's where I started off myself, just going up in about 7 years ago. When I first went in there, in the doors, and just started off doing a bit of volunteering and everything else. Worked my way up through, managed to just started doing dishes, worked my way right up through, got a wee job at coordinating the place. Eventually got into the board, became the chairman, and I'm still actively involved in it to this day. The cafe is a major part of my life, and it's part of the recovery community we've got down here. It's so important to people, try to get families and people that often society will just know, acknowledge and everything else back in and getting a bit of support in their community. For me, the thing is that we try hard through ourselves and other recovery communities in Scotland to stop people becoming socially isolated and try to get people out and try to integrate them back into the community as a whole. But obviously with COVID now, people are stuck at home and they're not being able to go out, they're not being able to engage meetings, they're not being able to get that probably one-to-one support that people need. Might be even suppose a telephone call, just somebody, a voice to hear. But when we're telling people to stay away, people become a wee bit more socially isolated. And especially for me, being locked indoors and in my own heat's a dangerous place for somebody in recovery. So it's what we're trying to do, is trying to make sure we're engaging with people. Regular telephone calls, through not just me, for the team, obviously with the backing, the ADP as well. We try to get engaged with people on a regular basis. We'll phone them, we'll text them. We run something on Zoom 7 days a week now, whether it all be in a recovery meeting at 10 o'clock every day. Then there's sometimes a couple of days they're on at 4. But we've also thought that some people might know meetings might be, some people might just want that connection. They might not actually want to be at meetings all the time because they go to fellowships. So we've actually started adding fun activities. So on Monday we do stuff like Countdown. We do on a Tuesday, Thursday and Sunday, just a kind of a catch up where people are just able to come in and just have a general chat about what their week's been happening and planning goals. And if they've got anything they want to talk about, then we'll address it or we'll phone them back at the end of it. But it's been important to try and stay connected with folk. And then that way, if there's anything that they're stuck about, that we can feed it back to, obviously, back to further up the team and everything, and back to the ADP and say, this isn't happening right, or we're concerned about this person, and hopefully we'll get them engaged that way. But it's definitely, there's positives to be taken out of this. I know obviously it's COVID and people don't like it, but it's shown us how much people need support, being connected when they're cut off for their local community. I think for us it's the importance of people having to be connected, right? And obviously there was funding come out, and we get funding for the SRC to allow us to engage with people, right? And that was spot on at the time it happened, because there's some people we'll have for Zoom meetings. Some people don't want to do Zoom meetings. It's daunting to come on and talk to a computer screen, or they maybe get something that they're no feeling positive, they're not feeling comfortable talking about in front of a group setting, and they want to do a one-to-one. So it's probably made us think a wee bit more about what we can do. Will this continue after it? Probably, because when we're sending out emails, we sent out a wee evaluation form to people, emailed evaluation form to people, and we gathered feedback from them. What was there any issues engaging with Zoom? Were they scared about it? Would they prefer telephone meetings? Would they prefer telephone one-to-ones or whatever? So I think it's a piece of work that we're going to continue, and that'll allow us, because down in South Ayrshire sometimes it's pretty rural, and there's people in communities that will sometimes take an hour and a half to get to a meeting, right? If you're having a bad day and you're going to try and jump in a bus for an hour and a half to get to a meeting, it might not just happen for you. So it could be an important factor that it's something that we'll continue to carry on. We will be online meetings and online support via telephone and so. Although it seems kind of daunting that we're all locked up in the house and everything else, and I suppose some people like this, is what they like and everything else, but if we stick by what's said to us, and we stick by the social distancing and all that, things will get better, but there's positives to be taken for it, do you know what I mean? And the fact that if you can get through this, you can get through many things. It's only at the end of a phone that we'll pick it up, we'll meet you thereafter. Recovery communities will come back, there will be changes, but this will be good for the whole impact of recovery communities across Scotland, because there'll be a learning curve for everybody to take, and we can find that out when we come in the Monday meetings that we do with yourselves and that, and we find out how much there is going on in other areas and what we can rebuild. But we will come back and we will be better. I know it's daunting for people for the lockdown, but you stick by what's happening, it will go on, and we will get there, and we'll come back bigger and stronger than what we were before.